Hello and welcome to the Fun Going Fast channel, and in this video let's talk about 5 reasons why you might want to buy a brand new Yamaha Raptor 700 from the dealership. Now I definitely have bought actually almost all of my ATVs used, but I can see certain upsides to buying new, and if no one ever bought any new ones we wouldn't have an industry. So let's talk about 5 upsides to why you may want to consider buying a brand new Raptor 700R or any other ATV for that matter. And then in the next video we'll discuss 5 reasons why you would want to buy used versus new. But for reasons to buy new, let's get into it. Reason number 1, and what might be the best reason, is that no one else has ridden it yet. So they haven't had a chance to maintain it poorly or run it ragged or just generally not take care of it or keep up on the maintenance. So you don't have to get it and it be a question mark on if they did oil changes or if it's older, if it ever got a top end or not. So it's all on you. You can get it, break it in how you want, and you can know exactly how it's been maintained. So there's certainly an upside to that, as I've learned with buying other used ATVs and then kind of figuring out what's wrong, why it's wrong. That can be no fun, and it can make what seems like a good deal not be a good deal really quickly. Reason number 2, potentially new model options that were not available in the previous year. Now on the Raptor, the most significant engine modifications happened in the 2015 year, and so there's not been a lot changed since then other than color schemes, but you may want the most updated color scheme, or there might be a color scheme you really like that's only offered that year, so you can't get it used. And then with other machines, there may be other major changes. You know, Can-Am I think just did a pretty major update on their machines, and if you go back used, you might get less power, less options. So getting the new, latest, and greatest that's being offered. Reason number 3, you can finance in accessories with the price. So you may not have a lot you want to put out front on it, and you can, at the dealership, you could purchase riding gear, you can purchase helmets, you can purchase exhausts. If you're getting something more four-wheeler oriented, you know, you can do mud accessories, lots of different things that you can go ahead and put all in on the purchase of the vehicle for a loan if you want to. I mean, there's a debate on whether you should do that or not, but it is an option. Reason number 4, speaking of financing, you can get financing with the dealer. And there's been, in the old days, I can remember especially in the 90s, might be 15, 20% interest on loans. But in the past few years, I've seen 3, 4, and 5% loans. Of course, with the interest rates the way they are, I haven't looked today. But getting a competitive loan rate similar to an automobile on a machine is not too bad. Now, of course, the dealers have different fees that they're going to add on that you don't get used, but you might not have several $1,000s. You know, to get a nice used Raptor, you're looking at between $4,000 and $10,000. 12 to 14 out of the dealership, but you might be able to finance it where you're paying $200 or $300 a month versus having to pay out thousands of dollars for a toy. Of course, in the long run, you'll pay a little more, but you might have a regular job and good credit, and you want to do it that way, and you don't want to dip into your savings account or whatever. So you've got that option to do dealer financing. And reason number 5, which is something that is cool, is that the experience of having something brand new that doesn't have a single speck or mark on it. The 2020 Yamaha Raptor I bought, technically it was used, but it had less than an hour on it, and the person had only ridden it around their neighborhood a few times. So for all intents purposes, it was a brand new ATV, and that was fun to get something that was just pristine, and I knew that if any mark got put on it, it was my marks that would be put on it. Now, of course, riding an off-road ATV, especially if you ride it aggressively at all, it's not going to look like that for long. There's going to be things that get on it, and that's fine. But it is pretty cool to have something that just looks that nice and that you can take care of, and that's yours. And it's kind of like the experience. Everybody should buy at least one brand new car, in my opinion. It's not the best deal sometimes, but just to have that one experience. So those are the 5 reasons that I think can be upsides for purchasing a brand new Yamaha Raptor 700R or any other ATV for that matter. Let me know your thoughts. People usually do. But let me know if you've bought yours primarily used or new and why and how that experience went. All right, thanks for watching and happy riding.